Hey crafters, what's up? Today I'm showing you how to create your very own DIY gold dipped shell choker. Now we know that shells are super trendy right now. They're probably the biggest trend out there, but I really do love these gold dipped shell pendants here because it just adds that little bit of glam to an otherwise more natural look. I'll link to you below where you can find these. These are a really cool alternative to just using like a natural shell with a drilled hole. So you're going to want to start out by laying out all of your materials like I have here. Obviously, we first want to start off with our shell pendants. Then you're going to need some freshwater pearls. I really like to use small ones just to keep that dainty look going for your choker. If you do want to add a little bit of extra glam, I have rhinestone cup chain here, and I'll show you how to decorate the shells with this. If you are going to use that, you're going to want to bring along a glue. I like to use like Gem Tack because it's a great all-purpose craft glue, and it just dries clear and it holds tight. We're going to need our clear monofilament cord. We're going to need crimping pliers and then flush cutters as well. And then we're going to need a lobster clasp, jump ring, and some crimp beads as usual. And then if you do want to add a little bit of a glam look, you can go with some metal spacer beads. I like to mix these in with the pearls just to give a little bit more variation and to keep the look from going a little too earthy and a little bit more fancy and sophisticated. Here's an up-close look at some of these really cool shells. I love them because some of them have like the cutouts to them, and the gold detailing just really adds that upscale look. If you're going to go with like a choker, I suggest doing something small like this little charm here. But these come in all different shapes and sizes, as you can see. So if you do want to create like a longer statement necklace, you can use something larger like this. Otherwise, use something small for a choker so it's not kind of uncomfortable feeling. Now if you do want to add a little bit of glam to your shells, I like using rhinestone cup chain to decorate them with. Cowrie shells are really great for this because you can see it has that natural ridge on the inside there, which is the perfect place to add some glitz. So what I'm going to do is just take the rhinestone cup chain and sort of measure a length here that would fit it nicely. Okay, about right there. Take your flush cutters and just cut off a little piece, just like that. Then take your Gem Tack. I love these little applicator tip bottles because they're super convenient. Just put a line of glue on the inside here. Not too much, but just enough for it to stick. Just like that. Take your rhinestone cup chain, sort of just lay it on the glue line here. Just like this. And then set it aside and wait for it to dry. Anything that you see that looks like that white glue, it's going to dry clear anyway, so don't worry about it, but make sure it's still nice and neat. So while the other shell is drying, I'll show you how to string up your choker using this little shell charm right here. You're going to want to cut 2 lengths of monofilament. I always like to use 2 lengths just to double up the strength here and give yourself a little bit more security when you wear it. So chokers normally range about anywhere from like 13 to 15 inches, but I would cut 2 17-inch lengths just to give yourself a little bit more room at the ends when you're doing the final crimps. So just string on your little shell charm here. If it doesn't already have a jump ring, add one on there just to give it like a nicer hanging look. Then you also want to use your little metallic spacer beads here, and whichever color freshwater pearls that you're going to use, get those ready as well. So here's sort of what I have going on for the choker. I've sort of alternated the metallic beads and the pearls here, and then just finished along with the pearls for like a clean look at the end. So once you've reached your desired length, all there's really left to do is to crimp up the ends and finish up your necklace. So I'm just going to take 2 crimps here and string them onto the monofilament, just like that. Again, I kind of like to use 2 crimps just for added security as well. Take a jump ring, just string on the jump ring. This will be the one end, and then we'll finish up with the other end adding a clasp. So I've strung on the jump ring here. Take the ends and string them back through the crimp beads to catch that jump ring in there. This is a little hard to do when it's the clear cord because it sort of disappears. But there we go. Pull the ends tight, just like this, so your jump rings look like this. Take your crimping pliers and then just simply crimp off the ends just like this. 2 of them here, and then fold them over. The crimping pliers have 2 sides. This is the side that the crimp goes into, and then you squish it. and then you turn it and bring it up towards the front here and crimp it closed another time. So it kind of squishes the crimp really, really nicely in there. So we have this end finished. I'll cut off the excess monofilament right here, just like that. And then I'm just going to repeat on this side, but I'm going to add a jump ring with the lobster clasp on this side to sort of finish off the look. So here's the finished choker. If you do want to get a little bit fancy here, you can feel free to add crimp covers to your crimps just for like a nice clean look. So I'm going to do that here. I decided just take your little crimp bead, insert it on top of the crimps, and just close shut. So it gives that idea of like a little finished ball bead at the end, which is kind of nice. So I'm going to repeat on the other side, and then our choker is going to be absolutely finished to wear. So as you can see, it was super simple to make, but the end result looks really chic. So what I'm going to do is just probably string up a few more of these. Here's a little rhinestone one from before. This one's still drying a little bit, so I'm going to give it some time. But I think I'm going to use this one and maybe some larger pearls and make it kind of a longer necklace to layer up. Layering is also great with these because, I mean, who doesn't love to layer jewelry in the summer? It's like the perfect boho statement look. So just feel free to mix up the lengths, mix up the beads depending on what you're looking for, what you're going for. And I'm going to string up a few of these, and then I'll meet you right back here and kind of show you the finished product. So here are my finished pieces. We've got, you know, the mix of the chunkier pearls with the daintier pearls. Really great for layering. Again, you can really do these in any kind of color, any kind of bead combination, any kind of length that you want. If you want to add that little bling, you can see how cool kind of that looks here for that little bit of glitz and glam, or you can just keep it more natural with a little hint of the glam from the gold rim. So I'm really glad that you guys watched this tutorial today. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments below. And if you do end up making these pieces, tag me on Instagram. My handle is Quiet Line Creations because I love to see what you guys come up with. So thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time. See you later.